access it easily. Then you have Air India, where you have both. You have the Indian and like you have sari also, and you study the uniform, so you can see that corporate wear is also a culture of a particular company. Okay, it is not limited to this is only the way to do it. But if you see in India, doctors have a certain way of dressing. They can actually wear anything. You will have doctors who will be wearing sari also, shalwar kameez also. They'll be wearing pants and a shirt also. So all works. Lawyers have a more, the corporate world, the bankers and the lawyers have a more stricter code of conduct. Whereas you will see people from the fashion, interior, jewelry. So all creative lines, advertising, media, people can be more creative in the way they are dressed. They don't fall in a single box कि ऐसे ही dress होना चाहिए. It's more personality based, job based and everything. But again, I tell my fashion students, okay, ma'am, there people are so judgy. They're not allowing me to wear mini and shorts and all and go to industrial estate. I said the point that you're talking this is only wrong. You are comfortable and you think everybody around you is very good. There are all kinds of people if you go to work in those gala system industrial estate. Don't you understand? You have loaders, you have porters, you have people from all types of stratas of society, and they are, poor thing, not exposed to all this. So if you are going to dress like this and if you are going to get some comments or you are going to be eve teased, then that is your mistake. You have to dress appropriately. Even Princess Diana, when she came to India, she covered her head. If they go, they also understand that if you go to a place of worship or you go to a traditional country, you have to cover your legs also. Correct? So they don't dress up like that. Being Westerners, then we as Indians, of course, we should know our tradition, culture, and dress appropriately. Do you all go to a temple wearing mini skirts and all that? Correct, na? So we know what we have to wear. You will wear for your party, and where you are in a safe zone, you will dress up the way you want in a very creative fashion. But professional role demands that there is enough looseness, there is no skin showing, no cleavage. Do you want to attract and have a wrong kind of impression? You can say, I don't care, but you don't care, but there is a culture you have to follow. Either you fall in place or you don't work there. Or because you will be definitely pulled up and told by your HR or your senior or somebody that, you know, what you're doing is not correct at all. Can you please change your style of dressing? Neither can you wear pile and do chum 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 and walk in the ram, like walk in your office, you're making, or ऐसे झुमके and कुछ ऐसा जो बहुत ऐसे attract कर रहा है wrong, or bangles which you do like that chan, then like that chan. Oh, please, all that doesn't work in a professional atmosphere. I think you all know, because I can see all of you all are very appropriately dressed. So hair can be either tied, left loose, but not like every time I'm doing like this and every time I'm doing my hair like this and all. That doesn't work. Okay. Hands, we have already discussed how the hand should be clean and well manicured. Makeup should not be like as a glossy popping lips, red lipstick. It should be more neutral, and nothing should be like glittery makeup or eye makeup. I'm sure you know all this, but I'm just kind of repeating because I don't know how much you all know. Yeah. And shoes cannot be big wedges or big stilettos. I'm wearing boots and going to work and all. No, you have to wear appropriate, and jewelry also has to be minimal. So now I'm going to show you a slide. I'm going to do a slideshow of corporate wear. Till what time we are here? How does this work? Okay, got it. Any questions so far? Did I make you all sleepy? No. Okay, we are looking at professional wardrobe planning. Okay, the whole font and everything has changed. Sorry, because I have worked on another system. So I think it's getting cut here. That's bad. So you'll not be able to copy it also. Okay. Okay, what do you understand by wardrobe planning? Like, what's your name? Tanya said that, we have to get ready one day before and all. So, for office, one is you are going to dress appropriately according to the culture of the office and the kind of job that you are in. Okay. Now, even in office, there are days which are very formal when you have buyers coming or clients coming. Then you take a little more extra care. Okay, and you plan your clothes even more in detail. But as students also, you all plan your clothes one day before. और सुबह में उठ के क्या पहनूं, वो तो iron नहीं है, अरे. Or you also look at the weather. What all do you do when before you plan to dress up? Is it based on your mood? Is it based on your weather? Yes, it's based on your mood. It's based on your weather. कि अभी अच्छा weather हो जाएगा तो I'm going to wear bright, nice Indian clothes also because it's Navratri, then it's Diwali, whatever. Yeah. So we all. So sometimes kind of drab climate and all this also puts us off, but we still need professionally to make an effort to appear good because your clients, suppose if you are in front office or you are at the reception, you are the front or the face of your organization, your brand, your company. So you need to represent it. Sometimes you go to a place and you ask the lady sitting over there is like grumpy and हाँ क्या चाहिए, and like that if she's talking and that is really putting you off, okay? Or the way she's groomed and the way she's dressed. But if there is somebody who is calm, has a good demeanor and is polite, good personality, you can get that vibe, you would feel like talking more. Okay, so what you do with the interaction with the client, you don't know client or anybody who approaches how important or not important. First of all, give importance to everybody equally. Not that, oh, this lady is looking very posh, elegant, so I will talk to her nicely. Oh my God, this one is so like, so I'm not going to be nice to her. Don't do all that. You are a professional. So a professional's job is to be, same kind of behavior for everybody. Okay. Suppose if you are traveling by air, for example, and if the air hostess is very kind to your neighbor and say, hi, hello sir, what would you like? Oh, would you like another drink? And then she's ignoring you. You don't like it. You say, well, I mean, what is this? Like, I've also paid same, no? Why should I get this kind of treatment? Yeah. So, I mean, when you are in a professional organization, those people are not paying to meet you or anything. But what I'm trying to say is that you don't get carried away by how those people are behaving. You have your own personality. You have your own status in the organization, and you should always be well behaved. Okay, and put your best foot forward. Although maybe you missed your train or you had a fight with somebody in the bus, all that should not. That's what I said now, that you have to learn to block away and compartmentalize sometimes your emotions. So when you are in the workplace, you are only focused on your work and your workplace, okay? And always being happy and excited about that place. Sometimes they say, fake it till you make it. So even if you don't feel like, you better. And then automatically, if you are going to be chirpy and talking nicely to people, greeting people, automatically that will get imbibed in you and you will feel good. So always have a positive attitude to your workplace and to yourself. Okay. So now, as the first slide says, that your attire, that means the way you are dressed, it serves as an introduction even before you utter a word.